Y'all want another video?
We're starting the show.
Oh, girl.
It's been a rough night. But guess what? Y'all will be seeing this in the morning or whatever time that's going to be. It's the first episode
Of
the
Mat&Mar
Show. No harmony there, but we still made it work. Hey, what's up? It's your boy Matty Rants
and Jamar84.
And we got things to talk about. And it's not to do with Drag Race, so don't run away just yet, because we have some things that we need to address.
We have questions that you, the fans, have submitted.
Yes, you've asked us questions, and we're going to answer those. This could be personal stuff. This could be stuff to do with, RuPaul's Drag Race. This could be stuff to do with other people you've seen in the wild that you don't want to say it's you, but you need to go ahead and get them together on the slide, and you want to get our opinions on it because you don't know what to do about that stuff.
And you just need somebody to tell you that you're right for being messy.
Yes.
We'll
now,
do that.
You got the ones that I sent you up because those are the deep questions. We got to make sure those are up, baby. So we're going to do it just like this. We're not going to reveal anybody's names for who asked these questions. However, if you hear the question being asked, you know it was you.
Only you know that.
That's right. Now, remember, we're going to have the email down below. That's askmatnmar. It's going to only have one T in it because I'm not trying to do too much with the email. So it was askmatnmar@gmail.com, where you can send these same questions. Again, anything you want. Don't feel anything is too taboo. It could be something sexual. It could be something tame. It could be something deep. Just don't let it be something lame. Haha, I did that. Okay. Where is the short notepad, baby? And so this is going to be all unedited. This is going to be all unedited. Yeah, this isn't going to be like the other show where I may have a little clip in and a clip out. We're going to do this like a regular type of tease. Thank you, baby. Okay. Because this I got to do later for the text conversation. So we're going to start off with some tame questions first, and we're going to go into some deeper things and possibly get into a sexual question that was asked of us that somebody may really need this conversation.
Oh, baby. I'm ready.
And then we're going to read a argument that took place on Facebook between two people who were named nameless, and somebody was wondering about somebody's man, and they called the wrong person that day, baby. Okay?
Baby, they was not having it.
Jamar's going to read the text in blue, and I'm going to read the text in white. Here we go. So first question. We're going to start with something to do with RuPaul, because a lot of y'all are RuPaul Drag Race fans who are on the show, and we want to keep it to that same type of, level here. Check my hair real quick. I'm not really feeling the little partation. Driver, roll up the partation on this hair, please. Okay, but listen. I said partation.
I did. I was going to let you have it.
But I meant it, though.
I was going to let you have it.
I think I really did mean it. I think I did mean that. I'm going to say I meant that.
Have it. I was going to be like, nope. I'm just
trying to puff out my chest because I've been trying to work out lately, in case I got to drag a bitch in the street. So listen. The first question is, choose a runway challenge. Would you like to answer that, Anastasia Nova Beaverhausen?
This came to me randomly, and I was thinking about it. Well, this is the first thought that I had was it would be a challenge when it's the final 4 to 5, no more than 5. You should come out on the runway as one of your fellow contestants.
But they have to pick it out of a bag randomly. And that is going to be the gag, because they would test their skills in makeup and how they dress, because they wouldn't be able to know.
Something out of their comfort zone.
They'd have to make the outfit. Boom. That's a good one. Oh, I like. Oh, that's like a top 5, top 4. That is a getting somebody together.
You gotta really.
Yeah, you gotta know what you're doing. Okay,
girl.
I like that one. Mine would be. I want to do. Let's see here. I want to do something in reference to like a anime or a video game type of like look, where they have to do something very Japanese, very Japan, very much that lifestyle, like cartoon, animation, that type of stuff. And they don't have to necessarily like go straight forward with the character, but it needs to be inspired by, and then they can say what it was inspired by without like breaking any rules or anything like that. So that would be mine. Like if they had some girl, like, okay, so say they did Chun-Li from Street Fighter, because she's like the first lady of fighting games, right? But they pick like an outfit from hers. It's not a normal staple, but something that would be like an alternate costume that the fans would be like, girl, that is from Third Strike, or that's from this one, or that's from that kind of game. And then if you want to do animes or something like that, I've been dying for them to do a Sailor Moon, someone to do something with Sailor Moon. In particular, Princess Serenity with that dress, the beautiful,
white one?
yes, the beautiful flowing white dress.
The little white pins.
Yes, and then have the little small balls in the
it.
hair. And,
I know it.
all you need is for her to come out with that dang crystal, and I would gag. Like, she doesn't show it until the end and be like, boom. I'd be like, crown her now.
I feel like the only reason they haven't done that is because for some reason they just can't get that much of. They can't even give an exudance of that personality or that.
I feel like they should just get like at least. I mean, it's on VH1 now. Roll the budget. You could at least get 5 different animes where they're like, you can pick from here, 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 or here, and then go through all the girl characters. And it has to be a lot of girl characters on the show, so it won't be just some kind of Dragon Ball Z mess. Because who's gonna come out looking like Android 17, child? Katya already did. All Stars 2.
She did. But she looked sick.
It was sickening. But yeah, she gave you. Oh, I wish I knew that back then. Android 17 tease. Okay.
Wait, that's 18, the girl.
I thought it was 17.
17 is the boy with the
with the black bang. Mm-hmm. Really? I thought it was 17. Well, kiss my grits and call me licks, honey.
But I was like, what if they did like Mortal Kombat characters?
See, that's when we go into the video game realm, and they could do Katana, but then all the girls would look the same.
Now, who's gonna be the bad one to do Shiva?
Jinx Monsoon. Okay, listen. Scream, sis. All right, so first question. You see how this is going? Let's keep it up. Now, this is a good one. And this is right after we just watched All Stars 3. Mm-hmm. Now that All Stars... now that All Stars 3 has come out, which queen has changed your mind since the premiere for either the better or worse? Milk and Aja. Milk for the worse, Aja for the better.
Aja and Kennedy.
Ooh, Kennedy too? That's right.
Because I was reading Kennedy down in season 7.
I liked her season 7 except for that one runway, honey. And I was like, oh.
But she redeemed. She wore that out.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Lashes stuck and all. She did.
That's the only thing though. Oh, bless it. But yeah,
Milk was someone who I looked at differently on her season, and I didn't feel that kind of, I don't know, what would you want to call that?
Milk was like a misfit on season 6, where she was doing all these great things that nobody really gave her credit for.
She seemed very unapologetic about it, and that's what we liked from her. Versus this time, her trying to do this different thing for the judges and feeling like when she didn't get praised for it, that it was like not fair because I'm doing something different, and that doesn't make sense to me.
I guess she wasn't used to being praised before then, and so after the show, when they started giving her all their credits for doing all these different things, and
I mean, Aja though. I mean, we can talk about a lot of differences. I mean, at one moment it's sandpaper, the next it's clear as hell.
No.
And also at the same time, one moment maybe she's born with it, and maybe it's Maybelline. But that's really what was happening. Makeup was better.
That disaster.
The skin was great, but at the same time, I felt also that something about the HD cameras we weren't used to just yet when it came to VH1, and then everyone's lace fronts were clockable, especially Shea Coulee's.
No, especially Peppermint. Peppermint's forehead.
I wanted to just die.
I was like, Peppermint,
die.
You know where that's...
My God.
Fix that. Yes.
Oh. So... I'm so sorry, y'all. We went into season 9 and just started reading some people.
We said the same thing then.
We could go further, but I'm gonna be nice. And
we're not doing that today. It was
not until the next questions next week. So let's. Y'all have to ask them because we don't make up. We don't make up the questions. Y'all have to ask us the questions. Yes, if you probe it, then I will stick it. Okay, so listen.
Ooh.
Did it? Aliens. Okay. Let's see here. Third question. This does not have anything to do with Drag Race. Who do you think is the greatest living performer right now? You know my answer.
As I said, we know your answer. And I feel like there's only two.
But who out of those two? I dare you. I know she's your girl too, but you better not give it to her.
No.
Okay.
I'm not those type of...
You're not one of those
I'm not one
stands?
of those.
Okay.
Okay, he's going to say Beyonce. He's going to say Beyonce. And
for
it's
obvious
reasons. This is very true.
But I pay my money.
I want to, but I feel bad for not saying Janet. A part of me wants to say Janet.
She is still living.
She
people,
is still
people
living.
Forget that sometimes.
And so,
not real Janet fans though, like not real. And I'm a Janet fan too, but
it's between those two because it's like I feel like if I'm in the gayer mood, I'm definitely gonna do Beyonce.
And the vocals too.
And yeah,
because you're gonna get that whisper.
But it's just like when I want to do like that like real, like that sharp, that iconic choreography.
That Lorianne Gibson. Boom cat, boom cat, boom cat. Come on, everybody, come on. Oh, I live for her. When she was on Making the Band with Diddy, oh my goodness.
Oh.
The amount of reads that man used to give that girl. And then she made her cry at one point. I was like, golly. Sounded very powerful to
to answer the question, because I'm more familiar with Beyonce, I'm going to say Beyonce.
But I want to put Janet up there too.
But as I said, Janet.
Yeah, because I regret not going to see Janet when she went and after she canceled and came back again. You know what I'm saying?
She had a baby.
Now this one is an interesting question. It's kind of random. So who would you want to bleep talk?
Yes, friend.
Remove the T, add the F, baby. Marry or kill Chi Chi DeVayne, Lanisha Sparks, Naomi Smalls. For those of you who are like, who are those people? Because it's your first time here and you're looking at this man with makeup.
Oh,
those are former contestants on Drag Race. Let me think.
So this is actually very easy for me.
Oh, let me hear it.
Okay. I would like to marry Lanisha Sparks so that I can tuck her multiple times.
The top in you just spoke.
It is what
it spoke.
I would tuck Chi Chi one good time for the culture.
Yes, for tuck Chi Chi.
For the culture.
I'm getting it now. You're tuck Lanisha. Sorry. Okay. Y'all, we can't swear. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna marry Lanisha so that I can tuck her multiple times. I would tuck Chi Chi one good time for the culture, and I'd have to kill off Naomi Smalls for her eyebrows.
Wasn't she the one who was giving the wrong advice to Derek Barry over the eyebrows? It's real. Okay, listen.
And you know what? I love Naomi. She's very sweet. Just the eyebrow go way in her temple and up and through her wig and wrapped around and loops to the next eyebrow. And
I would tuck Lanisha Sparks. I'd marry Chi Chi, and I also would kill Naomi Smalls.
Now, why would you switch up? So we're both killing Naomi.
Well, Chi Chi's Southern, and I'm a Texas boy, and that's a Louisiana guy, and I love my Louisianans. Yeah, we're gonna stick with it. My Bayou
I don't know
people.
if that's it, but
I'm a fan.
with
I'm always back and forth from New Orleans, so New Orleans, because that's how you're supposed to say, not New Orleans. Okay.
Is it?
Yes, New Orleans. I'm a fan of, and I know Chi Chi can cook too, baby. I know that, and I also feel like with Chi Chi, I wouldn't have to worry about him turning around on me and telling me he need me to go in. I'll be like, no. So with Lanisha, it'd be that one night only. Come on, big baby, come on. Boom, boom. Like, it would be that. And with Naomi, a little too slim for my taste. Beautiful young man.
Call her Naomi?
No, I said Naomi.
Oh, I thought you said.
Tried it. Okay. With Naomi, it would be, listen, okay. Not for preferences here.
Boom.
Naomi is beautiful, but
Boom.
I don't want to be with somebody who is like just as or even more beautiful than me. I need handsome and rugged when all the stuff comes off, and when afterwards they still look like some kind of you know what I'm saying? So that's my opinion on that. But
honey, fair enough.
Now, let's see here. This is an interesting one I want to answer real quick before we get into the deep stuff. Is it a trend with Drag Race where expectations are so high that midway through the seasons, we always end up hating the season itself, but then say a year later, once another season comes up, we begin to praise those seasons more versus when they were airing at the time? For example, season 9, season 7, and currently All Stars 3.
Well, I can tell you right now, and you can pinpoint this at this timestamp, that I will never say that about All Stars 3.
Oh yeah, after that, no way.
I will never say that about All Stars 3.
No way.
I'll never say that
way.
about season 7. I probably won't say it about season 9 either.
I kind of enjoyed season 7 a little bit. It was not the best, but after what we just saw, no, I'd rather have that Violet win again. And
Yeah, because it felt right.
It did.
I may have,
even though I thought
felt
Ginger was
indifferent.
going to win,
I was hoping to God that Ginger did.
I was like, girl, this is going to be the first little big girl.
I was hoping that it was
little
not
big girl,
her.
too. Not big, no, little big girl, was going to win. And she was Southern, too. I was living for that aspect. But at the same time, when Violet got it, it was like, it made sense.
I was indifferent. I remember cheering
sense.
for Max at the beginning, and then
You were doing what?
then that Snatch Game happened, and then
Max gives me a mind that speaks. Feel it. Feel it in your body. Let it wrap your bones and clench your soul.
But
That's what she gives me.
After Katya went home, I was like, I don't care.
Oh, yeah, because that was who I wanted to win, was Katya.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's get the deep stuff. Now, which one you want to do first? Because you got the speech, and you want me to read them, or you want to...
Well, do you want to still read the third one, and I just read the first two?
Let me see. Because
the third one is the one. And you had... Well, I'm going to still chime in, but you had, that
one. You do the second one. I'll do the first and the third, because this one I didn't get to edit out the one. There's a part of it where it's like right there. So, okay. All right, let me read this. Okay. Hey guys, I work at a retail store that sells electronics in camera department. In the camera department. I'm putting these contacts in the case, baby. Because I'm a part-timer, I can technically go sell in other departments, since people barely buy a camera in the winter. Is that true?
I don't think so, but maybe for that
particular
store.
I mean, yeah, okay. Because we're not going to say what store it is, but it's an electronics store, and it's 2018, and then Toys R Us just got closed down, so...
There's not many of those
Circuit
left.
City's not available anymore. There's barely fries, and people... Okay, anywho.
Fries is really good.
I love me some fries. Not McDonald's either. No, I like McDonald's.
I was about to say, you are tripping.
Ask this booty, because it's big enough from off of that large, baby, because I never get a small. But okay, right back to it.
Okay.
Since people barely buy a camera in the winter, I spend my time selling in the gaming, headphones, and speakers department for now. One place that I will not touch is mobile phones, for those who are thinking Mobile, Alabama, right there. The reason being is because you could literally be stuck with a customer for days trying to set up their phone.
True.
But the most... Girl, don't get me started.
Because when you in the back, when you behind that
Baby,
person, you be like...
I love y'all Verizon, but that took forever, honey. The most important reason is because of that department's leader. Let's call her Bertha. She don't like her just for the fact she said Bertha.
Now, let me ask you this. And you can just assume so many things about somebody named Bertha. When somebody's named Bertha, what do you assume about them?
Strong. Tall.
Usually older.
Big hands.
Masculine. They got the little bat wing.
Has tattoos in inappropriate locations that are still visible if they stretch.
A little bad breath.
Has a couple of kids, and her kids are mean, girl. Okay, so let me stop. All her kids are mean. They all start with B's too. Bobby, Billy.
No shade to anybody whose name is Bertha.
Yeah,
or
no
a family
shade.
member
No
whose name
shade.
is Bertha.
No shade.
But she wrote it.
Yeah, she wrote this. We didn't write this question. She will continually tell me to come over and help in the mobile department, even though I tell her that I have no clue what I'm doing. She always says, you can learn. I normally tell her I gotta go change my tampon and walk away. Wait a minute.
Let me tell you that I am using that in the...
I normally tell her I gotta go change my tampon and walk away. But she always just is doing things that pluck my nerves.
Let me tell you something. Okay, granted, we don't use tampons, but
We can say we need to dish.
we need to go douche. I need to go.
Ma'am, I have a hot date tonight, and I would like to make sure that my bowels are clean and
I had
not
the
longer
new
foul.
Taco Bell nacho fries, and
Ooh, and you know it's cheese too, so you got to give it a moment because it's got a boop, 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 boop all the way down there.
Ooh.
God is good. Okay.
All right. All
Now,
time.
I'm so done that she said change my dad. Whenever the story's dead, she also harasses me about slacking off or telling my manager I'm not doing anything. She has me branded as the slacker in the manager's eyes. I still do my job and more, like clean, laser line, etc. If you haven't worked retail,
Don't do it.
yeah. Girl, I think my eye just did a Kennedy on me. Hold on now.
Whoa.
It was like stuck. No, okay, listen. She had no shade.
That was shade.
Thanks to her, managers are up my ass even more than usual. And even if I have 2-second conversation with somebody, my team leader looks at me funny. Bro, I'm an adult, and it's getting to the point where I'm at my last nerve. So guys, how do I not be the crazy, angry black girl in the store that curses out all my managers on the sales floor? Also, how do I deal with fools like Bertha without slapping her so hard that she flies into the Stone Age? Well, her name is Bertha, so she's from the Stone Age. So you wouldn't be doing her nothing but a favor, but having her name
Sending
be
her home after
relevant
work.
in the time that it was supposed to be. Okay, Jamar, I'm gonna let you take that one, honey.
Whew, Miss Thing, first of all, I commend you for the clever escape plan of changing your tampon. That's genius.
As well as your wittiness as far as hurting people in a sense and not wanting to do so at the same time.
Very much so.
Because as a young person, a lot of people make reactions versus responses to things. And reacting is what will get you in trouble.
True. Think first. Think before you act.
Ooh, before you speak, before you act, before
you do
sit
anything.
down the toilet, look at that sucker. Is it clean? Did you need to wipe it down with something? Carry a little bit of alcohol in your pocket. You know what I mean, a little hand sanitizer.
An all-purpose cleaner.
Ooh, I mean like they got Lysol travel to go and then go for it. Because I won't be in the airport bathroom sitting and scoot boogie somebody else stuff. But go ahead, Jamal.
Babe.
Sorry. You know I go
So,
on a tangent.
For your first question of, how do you not be the angry black girl?
Mm-hmm.
If somebody is approaching you and asking you about things that you've done, saying that you're slacking off, you're doing this, that, and the fourth, well, you can calmly say to them, well, manager, I would like for you to point on the security cameras, because I know you have them. This is a tech company after all. I would like for you to point on the security cameras and pinpoint exactly where it was I was doing said slacking off, okay?
Now, that can also be a little abrasive, so I would counter that point to where Jamar's right, but bring that secondary. Okay. The first thing you should do was, when did you see me slacking off? Well, just a moment ago. Really? Because what I thought I was doing was laser lining everything and making sure everything was up there. Well, no, I didn't see that happen. Well, can you point on the camera device and tell me where that took place? I'm not trying to be disrespectful, and I understand that we have a store that we need to maintain and run. At the same time, though, I feel you're taking me away from my work by you telling me I'm not working when I'm working. You feel where I'm coming from, Bertha? Marie Johnson? Down the lane? What? Oh, Marie Johnson. That's one of my girls. I ain't gonna put Marie in there.
You gonna take her out?
Bertha, Ursula, Ridici? Yeah, whatever. Okay, go for it. I'm sorry.
Okay. Whoever caught that, shout out to you.
I'm going to lose my brows.
But yes, take the approach that he said, but use my reasoning.
Start off sweet, then go sour.
And if they try it,
but don't immediately turn. Don't just go here and then no.
Ask for receipts.
Slowly kill somebody. You don't ever just jump in with the knife. No, it doesn't work that way. You have to slowly dig it in.
Not in the business, but yeah. Ask Bertha, could you kindly mind thine own business in thine own department? Thank you.
Come on for the biblical. Okay. Now, as far as slapping somebody with fools like Bertha, girl, this is a job. This is your coin. And that goes on your whole entire, we fired her for being violent. You can't, no.
If you have an offer of a better job on deck.
And that means you should be already looking for a better job if you're going through stuff like that. in my opinion.
Then you meet her in the parking lot because you can't do it in property because they'll arrest you.
Oh. The parking lot is the property still.
No. Okay, you have
meet
to
her
find,
across the street
meet
at
her
Chick-fil-A.
across the street,
baby.
Follow her
on
to
a
the-
Sunday when they're closed, girl. That's how you get them. Oh, they're open today, sis. Yes, people over there.
Yes, but I'm about to leave.
And they
I
pull
want to
up.
take you out for lunch, baby.
And they pull up and their windows down. Girl, they're closed.
Bop!
Get in the car. No, don't do that. We do not condone violence.
We don't condone violence, but just
think about the rest of your life and think about what you popping someone like Bertha is going to do for you in the long run. It's really not.
She's probably already.
She's already done.
Visually challenged.
She's already done. She read herself before she got here.
Because clearly she has too much not going on to be all up in your business in a whole different department, girl.
Yeah, and also she probably goes home to no one and nothing. And
Nobody.
Okay, so now let's do the second one.
Okay.
Second question.
So.
Scenario, really.
It says, how do you feel about a friend of which has been your friend for years, aka Good Judy? This person is always down for turn up, kickbacks, and all kinds of activities that friends do together.
Hey!
But when they get into a relationship, get a little boo thing.
Uh-oh.
They switch it up and start hanging out with you and making their relationship of only 3 months more of a priority than a friendship that has years of mileage.
This sounds personal. He gave 90 days.
Okay. And then when we ask to meet the new partner, he's hesitant in introducing that person to us. However, my so-called friend will be all on Snapchat with their partner, posting them on Facebook, etc., on the gram. And the person also blows off our plans last minute. Thoughts and advice.
Okay.
Matthew, take it away.
All right. Okay, now I can speak from experience from this because, you know, I'm looking for love in all the wrong places. Looking for love. Okay, but seriously? Okay. I get that's your friend. I get that's your Judy. I get that y'all have cut up and kikied and done the most together, and that's your boy, your girl, whatever. But you got to respect people when they get in a relationship with somebody because what they're trying to do after it just being 3 months is still in the beginning phases, okay? So they're not only in a relationship with them to be in that relationship, but they're still learning who that person is. And so it's going to be difficult for you to then ask of them to stop what they're doing and to immediately focus on you right now when they're trying to focus on somebody that they could end up spending the rest of their life with. Now, I will also say that it is strange that they don't want you to meet them or it's the boyfriend or the girlfriend or whatever case that doesn't want to meet the friends. Now, that also could be because that person doesn't want to feel judged by people that they don't know from somebody who has known that person who they're with for so long, and then your judgment is now placed in their bubble that they have right now, and it can cause turmoil, it can cause drama, and they can end up breaking up over a friendship. So I get that too. At the same time, as the friend of the person who has been dipping and dodging my other friend, I wouldn't make any plans with somebody to then just cancel on them all the time with. I wouldn't even go there. I would be, well, we're busy, baby. I'm with my boo right now if that's what he wants to be. But you also have to recognize with yourself, where does your value in friendships go? How far is it? How strong is it? And if that's too much for you with all that taking place, get a new friend. Yeah, y'all went to the club and you cut up and kikied, baby, but I'm not friends with people from 10 years ago, 7 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 months ago, a year ago. I have people who I have dipped in, dipped out with, and that's just life. That's life. That happens. You're not going to always be friends with the same people. You can see each other, wave and hey, and that's going to be that. But if that is causing you to feel some kind of way about that individual, think about yourself in that matter. Do you really need to feel that way when you think about somebody, a negative feeling like that, to where you know it's not going to get resolved because really they've invested more in the relationship than the friendship?
True. And my thoughts is, as I read this, I felt like, it sounds to me like the person that your friend is dating, the boyfriend, is the reason for this. Because if I'm at least for me, because if I'm dating somebody, I wouldn't feel right interfering with the time that you spent with these people who were here before me who you have deeper connections with, I would want to be a part of that, because if I'm a part of that, then I'm a part of your life, then it won't be a conflict.
Now, I'm going to speak from experience because I dated someone and I did not like one of their friends. Not a single one of them. And I met them one time. And
at least you did.
Yeah, at least I met them, right?
You had the chance.
I had the chance.
Now, if it don't work out, that's
fine.
fine.
But you see how, but then after you meet them, then what if they want to hang out again? But then you're like, I don't like that person. You see how that starts that whole conversation? That could end up, they're trying not to allow that to happen. But you are like, I'm a good person. I'm not no messy individual. I get that too. But old boy, the boyfriend now, is in control. Yeah, he's in control of this situation because your friend really is the one that needs to make the decision for himself. But because he's afraid of what his boyfriend may think, girlfriend, whatever, that person's in control.
It happens.
Don't lose sleep over it.
Just
don't lose sleep
over it. You have to speak to your friend. Ask them what's going on. Why? Or are you just saying because you're spending time? Is it you making this decision? Is your boyfriend telling you? Because sometimes...
Is that how you feel too? Like...
Do you not want to? Is it like... Because one thing you don't want to have...
Though. I've ghosted my
One thing you do not want to do, and I'll say this to the person who's dating the boyfriend, you do not want to ostracize people from your life that was there with you before all of what you have going on now. Because if that boyfriend breaks up with you,
you're going to be stuck.
And now you've cut off all these people. So when you start hitting them up, hey girl, let's go out, I'm going to look at that phone like,
no.
Aren't you with your boo? Like, no, we broke up.
And you'll be petty enough and show the read receipt so you can see that you read it and that you still weren't going to respond.
Don't do that to people. You have to tell, that boyfriend just has to make time for them and, her friends. So,
but again, don't lose sleep over that. Focus on the friends you have right now that you do spend time with. And when that person does want to speak with you or come around, you address the issue and let them know how you feel. And if he can't take that, move on, baby. Move on, okay?
To the left, to the left.
A lot of people always jump out of your life and somehow jump back into it later on when things happen. And then you could see either if they have any growth, or if they are people who are just the same still, and they're still in that, shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, on that tuck boy stuff. On that tuck stuff, okay? Now.
That is the new favorite word of the day.
Yes, no longer the F word. We're just going to say tuck it. Girl, just tuck it.
Yes.
Zippity doo dah. Okay.
Zippity day. Hey.
My, oh my. Don't sue us, copyright.
Hey. It can't be that. You know what? Yes, they are.
Man, because they won't let people sing the happy birthday song. So what you talking about? Okay, so listen.
Serious?
Yes, they send people like...
Who owns the happy birthday song?
Somebody very powerful and Caucasian, I believe.
That's usually how it goes.
I am not even going to play with that,
Sorry.
that stuff. All right, y'all. This is a long one, so I'm just going to read this. I'm not even going to stop in between. If Jamar makes faces, you know why. Hey guys, I'm in school working on my master's degree in a new town with a lot of white people in the middle of nowhere. I've befriended this girl who I've come to know because of my living situation. She's the only other female I know that shares similar interests as me. We kiki on Rupaul and other things. Great. So when I first met her, she smelled a bit musty, like dry saliva smell.
Can we? If y'all know that dry, it's like when you wake up in your own spit on the pillow, that smell that you wake up to.
There is a familiar smell that a lot of people have that do not brush their teeth often that speak.
Ooh.
And you know what I'm talking about. That is the dry saliva smell. When they're talking and you know good and damn well they have not seen a toothbrush, they have not seen a scope bottle, they've not seen some floss, they've not seen any kind of dental hygienic kit.
That's the stuff that you smell yourself. You speak and you be like, oh, dang.
Is that my upper lip? That smell. Now, when a person's whole body smells that way, dear God in heaven.
But you know what? It's like after you kiss somebody and you don't realize that they haven't brushed their teeth, that smell that be on your top lip after they just try to suck it off your face.
Let me tell you something about this one guy that I talked to, and after we kissed, I was like, well, it was nice meeting you, because I was like, I ain't no way in hell I'm about to be dealing with that forever. All right, let me get back to this. See how we did. All right. Now, after the dry saliva smell part, she is also a bit overweight. But I paid no mind. She doesn't seem to be the cleanest. She's a bit messy. But I also disregarded that.
Okay.
When I go to visit her, she smells. Always. I know somebody like that. But I've been with her at times when she doesn't, which I think is because she just showered. She knows how to put herself together. She's a very smart girl, well-spoken, great head on her shoulders, and has helped me a lot. And it's the only person I can consider my friend at this moment. Did I also mention she's the only person of color that I know? I want to sort of speak to her in regards of her odor, but I don't want to be rude or have her feel a certain way. I am not the person to care about weight. One of my best friends is pretty big, and that's my ride or die. But she takes care of herself. I sometimes feel ashamed to be out and about with her because of her smell. I know this sounds really bad, but I think she needs help. She also has sleep apnea. I mean, the list goes on. And I can tell her weight is an issue. But, like, none of her friends, I feel, say stuff. So, like, who am I to say something? But I also feel like I'm being fake to her. The other day, she smelled so bad, I almost threw up. I know she got to smell that, too. I know it's a very sensitive subject, no matter how chill she makes it seem. But I'm not the person to just associate with people who don't take care of themselves. I'm not perfect, and I have my imperfections as well. But I don't know if it was upbringing, but taking care of yourself is in a physical way is important, whether you're big or not. What should I do?
Baby.
Spray some cologne on your hands and rub it in your nose and you'll be all right. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, that's like a Band-Aid over the issue. That's what, because then you have to keep some in your purse.
Okay, this is a little rough.
Let me...
Because I don't really deal with people like that on purpose. And that's not just me being shady. And it, not overweight people. No. The smelling stuff is what really kills me. Ooh. Okay,
baby.
Ooh.
Here's my suggestion. Is you're gonna try to keep, because now I have questions as I'm thinking about this. If you're her friend, even though you just read her for Phil.
Kinda.
Girl, maybe she has a financial issue or whatever her home life may be where she may not have access to soap.
If you see a bar of soap in her house, if you see deodorant, and if you see perfume, and she still smells kind of funny, it could be something biologically wrong with her body, or it could be something internal.
But she smelled good that one time.
Well, she got the shower.
Is it the shower? Or
well,
is it
her pores opened up from the hot water in the soap that inserted itself into the body, so it was still a little coat of a layer. So when she was exuding her essence of whatever is going on in there, it was giving Irish Spring or whatever kind of caress thing that she was giving. But then once that's gone, it's back to the barn again. But you know.
Let's just assume that she's trying her hardest for whatever reason. She has the access, but it ain't working. Baby. There is no right way to do this because some people are going to be like, oh, thank you so much. I had no idea that I was offending your nose palette that way.
Nose palette.
And other people are going to be like, what you trying to say? I mean,
I don't stink.
Because
listen,
you have to tell her for your own sake.
If you're a weed smoker and you smoke a lot in your house, you don't smell that smell as much as someone who doesn't smoke weed when they come into the house and then be like, dang, it smelled like a whole bunch of dang. And you're like, what you talking about?
You know what you do? Give her like a full gift basket from Bath and Body Works.
I wouldn't do that. I would be a friend and I would let her know. So I've noticed recently, like, friend, I love you. I really do. No, I wouldn't say stink. I just said I feel there's a smell. It's like kind of like sharp. Yeah, that's a good way to put that. It's a little sharp smell. See, pungent again is like a reed. Sharp. Don't say pungent. Say it's sharp, and just tell her that it's kind of it's a little too much for me. Like, do you have? Because some people have diseases or something like that internally in their body, or they're born with that type of way where they just smell funky. And there's pills they can take. There's a lot of medication that is for that type of stuff, but you need to ask what that is, and if she also, I wouldn't ask her if she actually cleans everything on herself, because maybe it's hard to get to certain areas or whatever. I don't know how long the stick is, but the thing is that
You have to lift under the under titty sometime.
Well, I mean, some men forget that they need to wash underneath the balls in the gooch area. You know what I'm saying? And they just I'm gonna run out here and I'm gonna be all right. No,
Men
fool.
would do that.
You're about to go out in the streets, and that undercarriage part of your body, when you open your legs and spread wide, when you're sitting down, is going to reach into the room, and I'm gonna go, oh my God. This fool forgot to scrub the gooch.
Tip, because so many people do this, and this just came to me. If you have not bathed, it is not okay to just put perfume or cologne
or
over
deodorant.
That, and it's enough.
Do not.
No.
Because once it wears off, it's going to be
No.
Tales from the Crypt, episode 7, season 3. Like, it's not going to be what you want. So I would politely sit her down and let her know as a friend that you're concerned and you just want to, you care about her and you want to know what is going on. Because maybe if you have an understanding of what the issue is, it's not going to smell so bad or it's not going to hurt so much.
Oh, it's still going to smell, but at least you'll know why and maybe you can help.
And you also need to make the decision that, you know, while she's the only person of color there, get some other friends too as well that you can hang with so you don't always feel obligated to hang out with your stinky friend.
I hope that helps.
Now, that was the advice column that we have for y'all, and thank you so much for those questions. Again, anybody else, this is just us talking. This is not girl, boo. This isn't professional, but this is just us as people, what we would do in those situations, child. Because I had a situation like that similarly, but you know, I'm so cool. I'm cool with him. It's just every now and then it's kind of like. But I think it's more the clothes than anything. I think it's the clothes.
I think that's I've never had to have that conversation because you know me. Most of my emotions and feelings are all here. So every time that you're around me, I'm like,
well, you know, I can't hide nothing with this face, so it's kind of like.
And so they're like, oh, let me go do a little.
They're like, what's wrong, Matthew? Oh my God, I can't believe the Rockets lost yesterday. That type of stuff to me.
No,
because I'm like, ooh. Now. We have a sexual question. Are you ready, Jamar? It's super sexy.
I almost made a joke, but then I remembered. I almost said,
Oh, no. Canceled. So this individual says, I'm an Energizer Bunny Bottom.
Okay, first of all.
They said, if you know what I mean.
Do I?
Yes, you do. She can go forever and ever.
Is that like bang, 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 bang?
No, that's like I want it going for a long time. It lasts longer than a Duracell battery, which Duracell always lasted longer than Energizer for me. But anywho, basically they're a bottom that lasts a long time in the sack.
Okay.
The guys I'm with can only usually last about 30 minutes to an hour. Do you have any advice on that?
Firstly, just in case, because this isn't a Drag Race related video.
Right. I'm a bottom.
You have to say what a bottom is.
Okay. A bottom is a person who is gay that prefers to take penis up the rectum for sexual pleasure. That would be the worst way to describe that.
That was the most textbook way.
But they enjoy having their anal cavities
penetrated,
drilled. No, you've messed the dentist joke one more time.
Oh, well.
I'm not editing this, but they prefer to have their anal cavities drilled. Yeah, that was very tricksy of me. But yeah, so basically, and then the top is the one that enjoys doing it. Well, sticking it in a boy's butt, basically. Gay stuff. All right.
So now you got that quick little, crash course in homosexuality.
So he is someone who enjoys having it for long periods of time. Like some women like to enjoy having their vaginal regions plunged and Dungeons and Dragon and all that type of stuff for a long period of time as well. Some people's libidos, not even libidos, let me take that back. Some people's sexual stamina is stronger and longer than others. And his is on the Energizer Bunny level. It keeps going and going and going. So with people who are 30 minutes to an hour, he feels like that's not enough. Jamar, as a top.
Believe it or not.
I know, I was like, really?
Based off of the,
But then you should never put someone in a box. So Jamar, as a top, what would you say about something like that? If your bottom boy came up to you and was like, I need you to go on for a longer period of time because this is not satisfying to me.
I have questions.
Damn, you got always.
Because I need clarifications as to what the 30 minutes is. Is the 30 minutes the full drilling
Are
process.
they putting it in and like they walked in the door like, hey,
Right.
jump on the bed and boop, like
Okay.
that's it.
Is the 30 minutes the foreplay? Like, have you done like 5 minutes of foreplay, 10 minutes of oral, and there's only like a few left for the penetrational process?
That would be, what, 15 minutes of left for just that if it's 5 and 10 there.
I mean, well, I feel like 30 minutes is like average for most people. If it's the you know,
Especially if it's good.
I feel like with foreplay and oral included,
That's
about an hour. That's about an hour, depending on if you're doing some extra stuff.
Oh, here we about to get personal, girl. Okay.
So yeah, I think that's.
You think that's
I
normal?
need to know what 30 minutes is.
Now, I'm not going to lie to the person who wrote this out to us. I actually asked like 3 other people who are versatile, tops and bottom, what they thought about it too, and I will explain their answers. One person assumed that, well, maybe you're way too open, and that is why it's not as pleasurable, because you need something that is going to hit your joy spot area and like really get you to like go. Another person had said, well, technically that is the appropriate time if you want to get into sex like that, when you go somewhere or do something. And another person was like, well, for me personally, if it's only 30 minutes to an hour and foreplay was not included, what the hell? So this is me. Now, I can go for a good minute, and I'm talking about past an hour. I can go an hour, half, 2 hours, whatever. Now, 3 hours though, we taking breaks in between. Forget that.
Now, is that like consistent?
No. Because okay, this is the thing about sex, y'all. Because there's tucking,
and then
replace the T with an F, and then there's making love. Okay. Now, if you're talking about some tucking, like. Like, the foreplay's not gonna last as long, and there's not gonna be breaks in between where it's kissing and foreplay and this and that and the other. It's gonna be more of a, you know, it's gonna hit. We're gonna get that booty to clap. We're gonna do what we gotta do. It's the moment of them trying to get their nut, basically. So that's 30 minutes to an hour for real, though. That is it for real. Now, if you're talking about some making love and tucking and just in that kind of sense, you can go maybe a little bit longer for me, because that kissing part is going to last more than 5 minutes in my opinion. The foreplay itself is going to be a lot, because my foreplay doesn't even include oral, baby. That's what I'm saying. Not yet. Then we're going to get to the oral part of it, and we're going to slob on that knob like corn on the cob. Check in with me. I'll do that. But listen, it's going to be that, and then someone's going to go around the corner and find out if the cakes is ready and do what they got to do.
Okay. You know what? I feel like it depends on how long, what people include in foreplay. Because foreplay could be kissing.
So many different
the
things.
Nipples. Some people like their nipple touch. It could be a massage.
Oh, some people want their feet licked, honey, and doing all that type of stuff. Let me tell you, I've met a couple people with foot fetishes, and I'm not gonna lie, I thought I didn't want my feet touched, but I kind of like it, but it's not something that I need. You know what I mean? But I enjoy it.
Somebody tried that with me.
I don't want no foot on my face.
They almost got kicked because it's really
you were tickly.
I wasn't ready.
You gotta find the right one.
They did not warn me, and so they just started sucking on my toes. I was there like, oh.
He should have massaged it first and then put a little wet something on there.
Yeah, because I wasn't ready. But you have to warn people.
You got to get them in the zone. Get in the zone. Auto zone. Okay. Check your brake lights. Okay.
I mean, in that case, we could have sang the song. Somebody could have went to Disney World.
Well, it's too late now, Jeffrey Tambourine. Shake your bed. Give them I forget the song. But listen. In my opinion, I think that you personally should do something before they get there if you're not already in the zone or in the motions, and you need to work on things as far as foreplay is concerned with the individuals. You need to find new things about yourself that are going to turn you on, that make you feel some kind of way. Nipples are for me. Like, someone goes for my nipples, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Like, okay, we can do what you got to do. Okay. Do what you got to do.
Now, so like, do you like this or the...
I want someone to like lick and with my like their mouth needs to be sucking. Yeah, I want.
A lot of people like to do these numbers.
I don't want that.
Or the
No, because I would do it back to them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have listen, okay, here we talking about ourselves.
We might as well.
I like pecs on a man, not a chest. Let's correct that. I need you to have pecs. Go in the gym type of stuff. I want that boom boom. So for me, I'm gonna want to do something with the chest. Look at me, I said chest. With pecs and arms. That's my whole little thing. That is gonna get me riled up just touching you or touching that. Like it could be defined, it could be big, but there has to be some kind of like moment. I don't want just Birdman flying any weather kind of chest. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't. Right. I'm not cockatooing that type of stuff. So for me, if they get there with me, that's enough. Also, the neck region and behind my ears and in my ears. Oh my God.
That is another place that I was tried in my inner ear without warning. And
you were like,
I was like,
see,
wait.
you need another time moment with that because it'll
Wait.
probably get you right. And make sure your ears are clean, people, too, because no one wants some nasty wax to be on their tongue because that shit is disgusting.
Not even the wax. It just be the dry skin.
Ooh, baby,
going
wash
on
your
in there.
ears, please. But yeah, find some things to do. You may need, if you're an Energizer bottom, you need to find yourself one of them dildos that does all this. The ones that like, you know, just knock people out the way. You need to find one that moves like that. And
They
just
have those machines that you have certain speeds
the
that you can
jackrabbit,
adjust
yeah.
it to.
Start saving your money because that's gonna cost you a coin. And get yourself together before they get there because that way you'll already have done half of the battle before they got there and you'll be ready to go. And that way you won't have this issue. But you also need to, like my friend said, it may be too open. If you're getting it a lot, you may need to slow down and give your body time to rest so you can get your sexual attention back up. Because there ain't nothing like waiting a couple of days or even a week or so, even before you like, you know, masturbate or something like that.
And then you have somebody?
Oh my God. Because it's going to be interruption. But if you're a person that does it often, you need to make sure that you're not ejaculating so much that you have driven out your sexual drive. Like once you decide to, you know, spurt, it's gonna be like, ping, ping. That means that you're doing too much. You need to chill out on that. So that's the sexual question.
And I wouldn't lead with the fact that you want to have 30 minutes plus of sex either. 'Cause that's gonna
Don't tell him that.
That's gonna make you look like a whore. Like
And it's
like this is
also
the part
gonna
of
make
your
the
pitch.
person insecure because if there's
Like-
somebody that don't last that long, they're gonna feel some kind of way. And you might need to find somebody who you know, and it's normally the ones with the really big pieces that can last a long time.
Some people may think it's intimidating. Some people may be up for the challenge and be like, well, you want to be 30 minutes, I bet I can make you doodly-doo in 10.
And you may need to take a break, but in that break, y'all need to be doing stuff and whatever the case may be, you know, but just do something like that. I think that's the best we could do with that one.
Yeah.
So.
We tried to give you everything we had from personal experience to advice.
There you go. So we're about to wrap this up with a crazy conversation that I saw on Facebook, and I had to share it with you. Now, we're not going to give the person's names. I'm going to be person A, and he's going to be person B.
So you're going to be the crazy one.
I'm going to be the crazy one. Now, I'm not going to say anybody's name that is in here, so we're going to use the first initial for that
Make up a new
person.
one.
Huh?
Make up a new one.
Okay, what, T?
Well, a whole new name. If we don't.
Okay, I'll make up a whole new name, and then that last name, you need to do something with the opposite of what that would be, like foot. Okay.
I have to
Alright,
remember
so
that is not.
Here we go. Act 1, Scene 2. You're sleeping with my man. Are you? Scene. What you and Tommy got going on?
Who is Tommy?
Tim's from Starkville. You know who I'm talking about. I'm not coming to you on no bull s. I need to know. And why was he sending you pictures? How long y'all been talking, knowing each other? The blank, blank, blank number. Hello?
Not a darn thing. I dated Tommy years ago. We just still talk from time to time, and don't be asking me why he sent pics. I don't even ask for them. We never met up, only texting. I might ask, who are you?
Well, I'm the husband. as I flip my bank. I'm the husband. So you mean to tell me Talk dated before and Talk still talking even though he married? And he just send you the pics for fun? Y'all?
Sir, I understand your frustration, but I don't know you, my guy. You should be asking Tommy all these questions.
I am and did, but he's a big tucking liar. Like I said, I'm coming at you with BS, but niggas gotta understand this gay stuff ain't no game. But did you know he was married? Be honest. I assume he is like horrible looking and everything.
Like, this character that you are giving him is like big, burly. Okay.
I assume.
Yeah, but you never asked to whom. Well, I guess he meant, but I never asked to whom or nothing, because in my mind, nothing was ever gonna happen.
You really think it tucking matter to whom? Hell, marriage is marriage.
Why are you cussing,
Hold on.
sir?
There was a phone call. Ring, ring. Person B did not answer the phone. Now go. I was weak.
Why are you cussing, sir?
Hell yes. You a hoe ass nigga. Straighten me when you see me, B. B, delete me. Don't need to hear stuff else.
You better take your MF and anger out on the MFer you gave the ring to, because I don't need nobody's loyalty.
I know you don't. Him either. B. After that all took place, the person was then blocked who he was speaking to that was calmer, and the angry man was upset. Let us hope that Tommy is not dead somewhere, beaten up, or broken.
And let's hope that their marriage is still intact.
Or they have broken up peacefully.
We just saw a story I was telling you about. A lady stabbed her boyfriend with a samurai sword.
Samurai sword.
Because she found Tinder on her man's phone.
Was it that deep?
A samurai sword?
Was it? I mean, now where was that in the house?
What?
And did she unsheathe it like she was like Uma Thurman in Kill Bill, or like Lucy Liu as already she was like clack, 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 like, not to make fun of that, but seriously, like she had to have a moment where she's like, oi, you know what I mean?
And then, like, did he defend himself? Was he asleep? Like,
Did he have a kunai at least?
How did you do it?
If they have a samurai sword in there, I'm assuming there is a kunai in there, or a possible, maybe
Dog, what are those little rings that the ninjas throw? What are those called?
I don't know. A ninja star?
Ninja stars.
I don't know, baby. But listen, if you have any crazy conversations you'd like for us to act out, I don't have to always sound like this. I could be, excuse me, I'm the husband. You ain't gonna talk about my man like that. We could do all that.
You just gave him the big, hey, but he married.
I assume because how he was, like how he wrote, how he was just writing it out. Like I had to assume he was like his fingers were really big and he was just hitting all the wrong stuff. Because I honestly had to correct some of that grammar in there. I was like, girl,
there was some stuff I didn't even.
So this was the Mat&Mar Show. You asked us questions. Now here we go.
Hey.
Think about what we said again. Get in the comments and tell us when you want us to answer your questions. Send it to the email, and I don't have the rest of the rhyme, but anywho, send your questions to the email down below. We can talk about anything you want to talk about. Again, this is the first episode, so it's going to be a little rough. We're going to get some things together, but we thank you so much for joining us. You wanted an hour-long conversation?
Baby, here it is.
You got it, sis.
Unedited.
Unedited, honey. Oh, this is going to be rough. Okay.
But you know what? They live. Y'all are living.
I hope so.
And you know you living. And you know
Please.
how we know you living? Because
Yeah.
you pressed the like button already.
Oh.
And if you haven't, why haven't you?
Girl, but then there go that thumbs down that people just like to press.
Don't pay no attention to that. That's not really there.
Just so angry.
Just the one that looked like there.
What did we do
Just
to
there.
you? Do forever. We're gonna find a way. Drifting off into the moonlight.
I don't think the chair can go back that far.
Wait. One more time. Drifting off into the moonlight.
Now, bitch, if you fall. Bitch.
Bye, y'all. Okay.